on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be fixing the thing here. Just give me a minute. Welcome back to another episode of Yoshi's Woolly World. You're probably wondering why I am starting on Craft Island. Well, there's something I do want to celebrate, but most of you that are out there are Pokemon fans, okay? And yes, I know one thing that all you must know, that Pokemon Amiibos do not work in this game. However, if you have the 3DS version, you can do this. This is the only way you can actually have something similar than instead of just scanning a Amiibo. Okay? Now, the question from yesterday. Now, the question was basically, what was not on the desk? Okay? The answer to that is the clock. Many of you of those that are watching that particular episode, I got it wrong, right? So naturally, the clock was actually the answer to that question. So if you got the clock, go ahead and write down 500. Now the other question. Which Yoshi did Poochy Bolister? Now, I am going to reveal the answer only after I tell you what Bolister is again. Putting a cushion on top of another cushion is a supporter. So the bottom cushion is the support. And what's on top of that cushion is putting it in place. So it's like a tower. So it's keeping something there without having it fall over. So it's basically a support for something on top of it. So, which Yoshi did Poochy Bolister? The answer to that, write down 500 if your answer was Green Yoshi. If your answer was Pink Yoshi, you're wrong, because that is not the correct answer. But yes, Pink Yoshi was on a supportable block. But Poochy, however, was not being supportive for Pink Yoshi. Okay? So that is quickly eliminated right away. Now, the light blue Yoshi, you can clearly see in the clip that light blue Yoshi was trying to do limbo dancing. And that Yoshi was not on anything to support him to stand on. So that illuminates him immediately. So if you guessed light blue Yoshi, you're wrong. So again, the answer to this question is Green Yoshi. So again, write down 500 to let you know that's how much you earned so far. And keep track of how many you've earned so far. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not receiving anything for this. You're just writing down 500 just for fun. It's just basically what it is. Alright? And I'm only doing this for fun. I am not, giving out anything. I am literally just doing this for fun. Just for a reason. Besides, with that out of the way, we are going to go into the Yoshi Hut. And we're going to go ahead and go in there. As you may know, as of right now, the one that's showing right now is Red Yoshi. Which I have the ability to use a light blue Yoshi. However, Green Yoshi is not available at this point. But if I was using the first profile of this entire game, I would be able to have Green Yoshi. Now, if I had the second profile available, I would be using Pink Yoshi, which I do not like. I don't like pink, just to be honest with you. So, we're going to go ahead and go into the crafting mode here. Now, we're going to go ahead and select the Yoshi that we have here. Alright? Now, before we actually do change it, though, we're going to go ahead and allow us do professional mode. You're going to see why I'm doing this professionally. Now, as you know that I'm doing this in metal mode, I have crafted a perfect Yoshi for this, and yes, it's a Pokemon step by step of how to make it. Pretty easy. Okay? It's pretty easy. Nothing very personal about it, but it is professional mode. So we're going to go ahead and start that now. Now, the bottom screen here, I'm going to show you here. I'm actually going to leave out the Yoshi for now. Okay? The first thing you're going to do is that change some of the colors here. This green one. You're going to select this here. And then from that color, from this color, you're going to change it to this color right here that's highlighted. Once you've done that, go to the next color. And it's going to go down here. But you are actually going to change that to that color. Once you've done that, now you're going to go to the next color. You're going to actually have at least, majority of the colors, you're going to actually have at least 3 colors. Naturally. 3 colors. Majority colors you're going to have is 3. And you're going to use those 3. Alright. Now the next thing, you are going to go ahead and go, I might have to select a couple of these. Just give me a minute here. Well, that might be the color I naturally used. Alright, so over here. Alright, so this box here, the left middle, you're going to select. Now, the purple one here, you're going to select the same exact spot. Now, for the red one, you're going to do the exact same thing, as you can see down here. Right here, okay? Now, you have the 3 colors. Now, hit the X mark, okay? Now, we're going to do this professionally. And I'm going to show you step by step, okay? This might take a little bit, but once you get the hang of it, you might want to consider using this Yoshi. And I will be crafting this and showing you how good it looks after it's done. So, the first color you're going to select is going to be purple. Now, once you've done that, you're going to be going from corner to corner and all the way around to go into the middle. And then once you get close enough to the middle, you want to make sure you have enough space in between it to put blue in between it. And I'll show you once we get to that point. So you're going to basically be doing this. Okay, if you make a mistake, you're just going to get rid of it for the time being. But it will eventually go there. So you're going to be doing just the way I'm doing it. Corner to corner. But like I said, if you make a mistake, no worries. Because you know what? Mistakes will happen. Keep in mind, if you make a mistake, don't worry about it. Because you can actually retrace your steps backwards. Okay? Now you're just going to keep on doing this until you are at the majority level of where you need to be. Now, you need to make it look like that. Okay? You want to make sure you have enough square, a white square here. But you are going to change that color to this color. Okay, once you've done that, you're going to color it in. Now, if you make a mistake like I did, you're going to go ahead and color it in. Now, the nose of the craftable Yoshi must look exactly like this. Okay? May look weird, but it's something that you must have to have on the Yoshi at this point. But I swore I had a little smaller than that. Actually, I'm going to go with that right there. That. The nose was a little bit too big, okay? The blue is actually your nose on this Yoshi. Okay? Now, so it must look like this then. With a 2x2 square in the middle. That is going to be the color blue. Now since we've done that, now we're going to go ahead and click on the top section here. And then we're going to go ahead and click here. Now, as you can see, it is white. That's the natural color. Now, this is where the red does come in. Now, have your Yoshi like that, so that you can actually see where the colors go. Okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and do this. Now, leave in your comments section below of what this name of this Yoshi is going to look like and what it's going to be. What Pokemon is it going to be? Keep watching and you might figure it out. Alright? Now, you can craft Pokemon Yoshis. You can't use a Amiibo Pokemon to have a Pokemon Yoshi. You have to craft it on your own. Detail by detail. Now, you're going to have the Yoshi here. Like I said, just going to be looking like that. Okay? Now, the next color you're going to be starting with is going to be red. Now, the reason why the red is part of this is because the red is actually for its eyes. Alright? Now, to make it cover the eyes, you're going to go and do this for a couple of rows until you see the entire eyes of this Yoshi covered in red. Now, if you wanted to zoom in, the Yoshi can look like that. And if you want to look down at it, you can do that. Now, it must look like this once you're satisfied. Okay? Now, it must have that many lines. And then the rest is purple. Okay? Step by step, if you watch carefully of where I'm placing colors, you might figure out what Pokemon this could be. I have crafted this Pokemon before, so that's why I'm doing it step by step, so that you can see of how it's made. Alright, now, you must have a little under half of the white palette screen here, where you paint it. Must be red. Whoops. Like I said, mistakes do happen, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. Now, the top half needs to be red, but it needs to be under a half. Alright, so that it actually matches with the actual eyes with the Yoshi alone. As you can see, the back of the head here. See how the red stops right before the actual mouth part of the head? Of the back of the head, actually. Stops before it gets to it. So you want to make sure it looks like that once you're done. Okay? Now the next thing you're going to do, this might be just one episode, and then after this episode, we are going to use this Yoshi alone in the next 2 episodes, or the next 2 levels that's ahead of us right now. And I'm just kind of taking a break from doing the levels, because sometimes when you get overwhelmed by level by level by level by level, and you just do it, that just keep going and never get tired of it, never hurts to take a break. Alright, now the next thing you're going to do is actually, now you're going to see the bottom screen here. Now as you can see, this right here, you're going to click that one, so that only the spine of the back of the Yoshi here, I'm going to show you that here, just a sec. As you can see, right here, this right here is what we're going to be changing the color to, matching this here. Okay? You're going to be matching the bottom screen entirely in purple, because there's no way that you would do the spine individually. So the spine would be only in one color, or any design you make it. But in this design, however, you're going to make it purple. Alright? So color in, if you want to make this a little easier, click this here, and then tap once. That simple. Alright? Now since you've done that, we're going to click this here. Now, the next thing that is coming into play is going to be the arms. Now that is going to be a different color. So we're going to go ahead and switch the Yoshi so that it's facing us. Okay? Now, down here, where I actually extended a piece here that you can actually use with the Yoshi here, we're going to go ahead and use both arms, since they're going to be the same color, since there's no change of anything between the arms on each side, so there's no differences, so it's going to be the same for both. So we're going to go ahead and use blue, get the bucket, and then, as you may know, that once you tap one time, watch carefully on the arms here, because they are going to change right now. Now, as you can see, the arms are actually in blue. Now you're going to do the same with the feet. It's going to be the same color, blue. Okay? Now, we're going to swap. We're going to actually put the Yoshi facing to the right. Now, the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is swap the color to purple. And basically, this is the last thing we have to do, is color the actual body itself to purple. Now, once you have done that, you're going to go ahead, click on the body image here, and click on the saddle. And once you have done that, now the saddle will be the same color. There's no differences. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you have crafted a Yoshi that is based off from a Pokemon, but without its wings, though. And you see what Pokemon this is once it's named. Alright? Now, so now it's officially done. Now, the last thing we're going to do is go ahead and change the name. And now, right here, it says Craft Yoshi. Now, we're going to go ahead and name it based off from the actual Pokemon that was already been made. But, like I said, you can't use Pokemon Amiibos. And yes, I am using the S because I have a habit of putting a plural after Amiibo. But unnaturally, Amiibo, plural, it's the same word. No S added. Amiibo. But I'm just making it easier for you guys to understand what more than one, because I like to use the S a lot. certain words that I like to use. So, amiibos, any Pokemon amiibos that you have will only have amiibo Yoshi. And yes, that's annoying. So, but like I said, and I'm going to give you a quiz right now. And I will have this question for you guys to figure out. Alright? Which two amiibos that I have right now that is compatible to this game alone? I have a multiple choice for you. Bowser and Mario. B, Bowser and Shulk. Or C, Bowser and Sonic. Write your answers below the comment section below, and I'll tell you in the next episode if you guys are right on either answer. And if one of those answers is incorrect, we may never know unless I tell you in the next episode. So, remember this question. Which two amiibos that I have right now that is compatible to this game alone? Bowser and Mario? Bowser and Shulk? Or Bowser and Sonic? Leave your comment below in the comment section, and I'll kindly tell you the answer in the next episode that comes your way. So we're going to go ahead and name this Pokemon, and what it's going to be named based off... Oops. Here we go. Now, you might think this is incredible how I crafted it this way, because it actually is Butterfree Yoshi. And if that was in your thoughts, guess what? You're right. But there will be another Pokemon craftable Yoshi coming up. But the reason why I'm doing Pokemon Yoshis in a crafting style, that's because yesterday, the 27th of February, many of you, those are out there watching this right now, may or may not know this. 27th of February is National Pokemon Day. Alright? Keep that in mind. It was Pokemon National Day yesterday. So, 20 years. Alright? 20 years. Keep that in mind. 20 years. Not even, it's more than 25, more than 20 years. Actually, I might have to calculate that. Just give me a minute. The first game that came out was 1998, which is Pokemon Red and Blue. So yeah, the actual games itself came out in 1998. Which means 20 years. If you add it up, 2008 is 10 years. 2018, that's 20 years. But when actually Pokemon came to the thought, it was actually 1995. So adding 3 years to that, Pokemon has been thought and brought out within 23 years. Okay? Keep that in mind. So, naturally, it's actually 20 years since Pokemon has been in games. To date, actually. So, now, change comment. You might seem this might be crazy that I'm coming up with this, is because I actually use this only if I'm using Pokemon Yoshis. So, what you gotta do in Pokemon games? What is the only one phrase that all you must know in any other Pokemon game? What you have to do? I'll leave that out just for a couple seconds here. Or a few seconds, actually, because it's going to take a little bit. So, what is the main phrase? Can anybody figure it out? Well, if your answer was this, gotta catch 'em all. Guess what? Because that is the phrase. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. It's been the phrase since Pokemon has been out. So, 20 years, I have become the titles of Pokemon Researcher and Pokemon Professor Assistant. So, that's why I know Pokemon quite a bit, and I know a lot about them. If I don't know a Pokemon, I do research on it. If I know about a certain Pokemon, hey, gotta live in the dream, don't you? Anyway. Now, we're gonna go ahead and say okay to that. Now, since we have crafted that, now, your Yoshi must look like this. So I'm going to turn it here so you can, I'm going to turn it slowly so that you can see what's around the Yoshi here. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and select that Butterfree Yoshi that we crafted. Hands down. You gotta admit that I actually crafted that right in front of your eyes. So we're gonna go ahead and use them. So we're gonna go down to there. Now the only thing that's missing was wings, right? Well, guess what? We're in Mellow mode, so we have the wings. That easy. All right. Now I might be able to do at least one level here. So, instead of going to level, world to world, we're going to go ahead and go to world 3. Now, as you may know, we actually defeated Big Montgomery's Bubble Fort. Now, and we crafted the Yoshi that's right here. Yogurt Yoshi is that one. Alright? Yogurt Yoshi. Now, the next Yoshi, well, we'll have to find out what this Yoshi is going to be first, once we complete it. Alright, so like I said, I was going to do the levels in the next episode. I'm going to do one level right now, and to do the next level on a short video so that I can keep up with the pattern. So that I don't so I don't change up the pattern the way I'm keeping it at. So I'm gonna do one level right now. Get it out of the way. Fluffin' Puffin' Babysitting is actually what it's called. So we're gonna go ahead and go in. Now we have actually a few new badges. We got actually one new badge. If you look at the bottom screen here, I'm gonna show you here. Okay, we actually have a brand new badge. This one is See Hidden Items. However, that is very useful. It really is. Why? Because it reveals secrets that the naked eye can't even spot. Keep that in mind. Alright. So, as you may know, I have under 6K right now. Just slightly under 6K. Which means I don't have enough to use these badges down here. Immunity to fire and lava, which is not in this level, but however, fall into a pit? No problem! Which means I don't have enough for that. Unfortunate. So I gotta be careful in this, so we're gonna go ahead without badges right now. Even though I could spend 5,000, which is gonna be under, what? Under 1,000? Which I'm not gonna do that. Alright. So, as you can see, these things here, these little birdies, which are eggs in this, only in this level alone. This is the only level, however. The only difference is that they disappear once you throw them. And this here is the eggery here, only in this level alone. Gives you infinite throws, so you don't run out so fast. Now, the thing about the game, though, that once you throw, they disappear, right? So, we're going to go ahead and flutter here, and then just go over here. But before you go any further, I actually miscalculated this the last time, and I was trying to figure out where the last 3 stamps were. You want to rethink and relook your locations here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and toss one of these over here. Get right over here. Alright, now, I don't want to do a ground pound though, because I could miss something here. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is do that, get up on it, get that stamp right there, 2 stamps. Now there's one more stamp somewhere right there actually, that's the 3rd stamp right away. So, we're going to go ahead and collect all these beads that are right here, which actually are like coinage, basically, if you think about it. So I'm going to go down right here and get more eggery here, which allows me to flutter or go up a little higher, because that's basically the entire level. Okay, that's basically the entire level, is that you'll be using these as your height, basically. So we're gonna go ahead and take out that mother there. I'm being a little brutal with mothers there. I'm so mean, ain't I? Grief. Alright, so be careful, because what you could miss, and you could really overlook this. Okay, oh, hold it. So I'm surprised I hold the jump button, because you know the fluttering can save your life one day. It really is, if you have wings in mellow mode. That's only if you have if you're using mellow mode, be my guest, because you can play along right with me, buddy. Oh, I don't care who you are. Just play along. I don't care who you are. But if you're in classic mode, I say those people are professionals. I say that those professionals actually know how to play the game and actually know exactly where everything and every nook and cranny that you won't even believe that does exist in games. That you won't even know they're there. Me, I'm a mellow guy. So, I'm very mellow. I'm really well relaxed, I would have to say. So, right here, we're going to go ahead and do that. But that does not give me enough. Whoa, okay, hold the phone. Hold the phone. Ding. Look at that. How could I miss that? Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and take those beads right there. There might be some stamps up in here. Oh, that's how paranoid I am. Like, where are those stamps? There's got to be some somewhere. Okay, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Help! 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 Never mind. There's something down here that I can use. Whoa. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. There we go. Got 6. That's the thing about this game is that you will run out fast if you're not careful. Like I just did. So, we're going to go ahead and do that. And whoop. And go ahead and get this here. And look at that. There's a Koopa. I just seen that Koopa. Right here. Give me that. Alright. Well, let's see. Oh, there actually is a wool here. Oh, crap. You can't even hit your opponent with these things. That's what's annoying. See, you can't even hit your opponent with that. Alright, so it means it's time to call for the only helpful in mind. Oh, thank you, I needed that. Heartage, sweet. Needed that. Meow. Ding! Yeah, the Pooch Pups, or the Poochie Pups actually allow you to help your case in case you really need it. But here, in here, if you're in mellow mode, you really want to be very, very careful. Because like literally, and also if you actually are doing the game with me and you have the same craftable Yoshi, you can actually act like you really are playing a Pokemon battlefield pretty much if you think about it. You can use certain moves that you won't even think that does exist on a Pokemon that one wasn't able to be used on the Pokemon. You could just pretend like, hey, this move works. How about a body slam? Yeah, bong. But really, it's a ground pound. But me, I'm just thinking, oh, okay, I'm gonna do a Pokemon style this time around. Since it's Pokemon National Day yesterday, why not do it today? You know, I mean, it's a day late, but still useful. You know, hey, it's worth it. Ding! Yeah, back it up, buddy. You don't need none of that. Alright, so this Mama here, we're gonna go ahead and bonk, take her out there. We're gonna take this Koopa and just go, body slam, yeah, there you go. And you can see no more day and night of the life of you. That was mean. But anyway. This thing, if you actually aim right, you might be able to surpass this guy. But there's a flower right there. Oh, dang. I missed a Wonderwool somewhere. That's how paranoid I am. Alright, where's that Wonderwool at? Where are you at? Did I just miss that somewhere? How did I miss that? So I'm gonna flutter here. Try to... Oh, see? Yeah, right here, right here, right here. Ding. Take that. Oh, you're kidding? This is actually... this is actually is that Wonderwool that I was telling you about. That if you do it just right, you actually end up getting the Wonderwool just right. So, I am not in the right spot for me to... Alright, in we go. Alright. Now, if you do this just right, okay, now that one's pretty easy, but there's one that has a Chomp Rock that you have to literally be careful of, because... But you can actually soft reset that area. And it's infinite yarn right over there too. So yeah, it's a soft reset, which is kind of nice. I actually now noticed that the last time I went through. Alright, so we got the first wool. Not bad, even though I was kind of wondering, like, where's the first Wonder Wool? Must have missed a spot somewhere. So that's the thing about games, is that you gotta be very, very cautious of where you go and pay attention to your surroundings. And bounce right over here. Boing, boing. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about this thing down here. Give me that. Now, if we actually die at some point, we will have to go back and get that Wonder Wool again. Keep that in mind. Alright. I might have to cut this short, even though it's... once I get the third flower and the third Wonder Wool, which is actually, this is the third flower right here. But once I get both items, I am going to end it off there. So I got the third flower here. Anything here? No. Okay, so I got, what? Okay, 2 stamps there. There's no other stamps. But, right down here, though, if you do it just right, you might overlook an area. Ground pound. There we go. Say there's a stamp. Stamp. Wonder Wool. Alright. So that's the third Wonder Wool. And we've got 3 flowers at this point. Alright. Don't go away. Hold your horses here. Because you might miss something beyond this point. So, I don't want to make this a video any longer as it is, because it's already getting too long for the video itself. So if you like this video, please leave a like and a comment, and also subscribe if you haven't, and also smash that like button. It will help me get where I need to be. And also hit that bell notification so that every time I post, you'll be notified every time. And I'll catch you guys in the next exciting episode of Yoshi's Woolly World. And keep in mind, 3 flowers, 3 wools, 12 stamps, and we're at 20%, or 100% of health right now. So keep that in mind. Don't go away. We'll be back for more Yoshi's Woolly World. Catch you guys later. Peace out.